I'll say. I'll tell you what, belly feels a bit today. Like big. I'm not happy with the belly. Although my weight's exactly the same, so I'm hoping it's just some brown. Hopefully I've converted some normal fat into brown fat so it can disappear. Is what I'm hoping, but I doubt it.
By brown fat, you just mean shit.
No. Apparently, there's two types of fat. There is yellow fat and brown fat. Yellow fat is the storage fat. That's the stuff that won't shift, and your brown fat is the stuff that you drop. It's hard for the body. The body has to convert your yellow fat into brown fat, so you can get rid of it. But of course, if you keep eating crap all the time, it just keeps going, oh, there's too much fat. Let's convert it into yellow. Keep storing it. So, anyway. Welcome to Fat Lessons with Jordan.
Rightio. We learn something new every day.
Something new every day.
Dorks Down Under.
Every day. Anyway, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Dorks Down Under, the podcast hosted by two idiots all the way in the Southern Hemisphere. Joining us all the way live from Australia, we have Dez from Dez Does. Thank you for joining us, Dez.
I guess I probably should, being that I'm the other host, so it's probably is a good thing that I've come.
And you have myself here, Jay from Oxford Magic. We are going to be discussing. It's pretty much going to be very focused. This one, we're not going to lie. This episode is purely going to be focused on Magic the Gathering because it is the Lord of the Rings release.
Yes,
release.
We may have bought a lottery ticket each, as we said in one of the.
We could potentially be ending the podcast immediately if I pull the right card. Anyway, but apart from that,
So I wouldn't end it. I wouldn't end it. I would just be like, okay, I'm putting way more time into this podcast.
If I pull this, do you think that I'm going to be stood here? Do you not think I'm going to run screaming through to L because L is aware of the potential that is in this? You think I'm going to be stood here? Anyway,
the lottery ticket that is.
The lottery
so for
ticket
anybody that has been living under a rock or doesn't know about Magic the Gathering, obviously they've done a couple now where they're kind of done a D&D and they're trying to do like different IPs and they're doing a Lord of the Rings one.
Yes.
And they have a 1-of-1 ring.
Yes. But before we get to that, ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to plug that we are available via vidcast on Spotify as well as our YouTube channel, so please go along and follow us. You can also find us available on all of the good podcast apps at Dogs Down Under. You can also follow us on our social medias, which is TikTok and Twitter at Dogs Down Under. We do take fan requests, fan questions, fan thoughts. Let us know what you think. Please do all the like, sharing, subscribing, and following us on all the platforms. It helps generate on the algorithms and blah, 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 and nobody cares about that. But still, we are excited today, ladies and gentlemen. We're full.
Still, we like it. That's the main thing, I think.
Now, we're going to quickly get into the week that was. My week was a bit different this week, apart from the normal drudgery go to and from work. Well, work from home work. I ended up being invited to the early access event by Wizards of the Coast. So big thank you to them. And obviously I got to play the sets. For time frames, of course, technically in worldwide, it's the day before pre-release, but not for New Zealand. New Zealand time frame, it works out the same day as the pre-release, which is the Friday. I have lodged my grievances, saying I want it to be back on a Thursday. That will never happen because I know Wizards does not care about what time zone I'm in.
Yes.
So yeah, it'll be interesting. But anyway, it was good. About say we had a lot of streaming, we had lots of interaction. Thank you, Des, for obviously supporting my chat and being moderator. It was great.
Yeah, I didn't realize I was moderator. At one point there, I was like, "What the hell?" And he's like, "Moderator." I was like, "I don't remember being a moderator. I also don't know what a moderator does."
I made you a moderator.
I feel special.
You are special. But yes, so we had a great stream. It was probably the highlight for me was discovering we made a random deck around Tom Bombadil, and which was a goofy ass deck anyway, and it really was. And the fact is that the one time I versed my other Magic the Gathering friend of Tanker Gaming, who's also an Australian, he's also playing a Tom Bombadil deck, so that was hilarious in my opinion. Suddenly to bump
That's kind of funny.
Not even just to bump into him. It's just when he played it on turn 5, I'm like, wait a second. And then I think halfway through, I then realised I was actually versing Tanker Gaming. I just thought it was hilarious. But anyway, it was good. It was good times. Good times all around. We had a good stream. The constructed side of things was interesting, especially when we discovered the stupidly overpowered Nazgul deck. That was ridiculous. Wizards needs to adjust that and make it a rare immediately. It is wrong.
Oh, mate, I don't know what's happening. If it's just me or that sound is just brutal.
No?
Sorry.
No, I can't hear any sound. It's all
Oh.
coming through fine on my end, brother.
Oh, okay. There was just this high pitched squeal that I'm like, oh god, the Nazgul is here.
Oh, that. Oh, yeah. No, that was bad. That was bad. I remember that. But anyway, what about you, Des? What have you been up to this week? Apart from watching me being in Muppet on stream.
I may have had one of those. What do they call them? Like those. Is it out of body experiences? Shall we say?
An outer body experience.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you know when something is said, and you think, "Fuck, I hope that I'm glad I didn't say that," and then the voice hits, and you're like, "Wait a minute, I did say that." I may have had one of those experiences.
All right, colour me intrigued. What did you do?
So one of the girls in the office is getting married, and it's all cute.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Oh my god, it was so nice. He even went to my dad and asked for my hand in marriage."
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, "I don't actually know what that means." And this voice came from somewhere that wasn't thing.
Oh no.
And I was like, and I may have said,
Oh no.
and I may have said,
Uh-oh, bandwidth. Uh-oh, Australian internet. Australian internet, come in.
right at the end of my joke.
Yeah, there we go. You're back. Hi.
Sorry.
It's all right. We got to the bit where it was asked for it. You were just about to explain what you said. And it cut out, and
I just realised the whole
timing.
thing just crashed.
Perfect timing. It was great.
Yeah. So yeah, pause for dramatic effect,
Pause for
shall we
dramatic
say?
effect, obviously, yes.
But I may have said, because once he has your hand, he doesn't need to use his own. And I heard somebody say it, and I was like, "Oh shit, who said that?" And then a couple of people slowly turned to me, and then I went, "Far out, man, I'm glad I'm not the person." Wait, why does that sound like my voice? And then I was like, "Oh shit." And this, kids, is why you have more than 2 coffees before you go into work. Because otherwise, anything may come out.
You, sir, you need to be put in the sin bin for that one. Into the sin bin with you. 10-minute timeout. Yellow card. 10-minute timeout. You. God.
I thought it was adorable.
I thought it was adorable. God forbid. Naughty.
Not really, but I was like, oh crap. Did I just say that?
Des. Tut.
I know. It just came out.
Wait till I tell. I'm going to tell Elle that one. I am. I'm going to tell her that, and she's going to think of you very differently, Des.
Yes, I know. To be fair, though, it was quite funny because 99.9% of the people did laugh. Even the girl who was getting married thought it was friggin' hilarious. So,
oh God,
thank the gods.
Right. Okay.
Thank the gods.
Thank the gods indeed. Right. Let's get round to discussing this week's episode. Obviously, as Des was explaining it on the intro before we actually did our proper intro. Basically, Magic the Gathering. Was it last year they announced that they were started doing crossover? I think it was.
It might have even been slightly earlier than that because we were still filming Rather Be Drafting at that point, which was
Yeah. So, basically, Lord of the Rings. Magic the Gathering decided that they are doing what is called Universes Beyond, I believe its official title is. And basically, they are now going to start doing crossover sets, which is good, sort of thing. It allows other franchises to get a little spotlight into Magic. Now, before this, they were doing full sets, because Lord of the Rings is their first one that they have done as a full, proper set. Before that, they were doing certain cards you could get. Like, for example, when Ikoria came out, there was a chance to get Godzilla variants of cards.
Yeah.
Which were all awesome. And we all loved it. And it was great. And we want more of them. And before that, obviously, we occasionally... I think the first one I could think of was the Adepticon promo pack one for Hasbro. They call it was the Hasbro set, which was 3 cards. Which was one of them was Grimlock, the Autobot. One of them was My Little Pony, and one of them was a Nerf battle card sort of thing. So
was it?
That was the first sort of them. I think it was their first going. Oh, we're just going to try it, and we'll just do it as these really special promo cards. But of course, I mean, everyone kind of went mad for them and went, "Oh my god, yes, Transformers, yes, My Little Pony, yes." And the best thing is that these were all owned by Hasbro, who also own Wizards of the Coast, who own Magic the Gathering. So the fact is, there wasn't exactly we have to pay all this to get all this money to get all this IP. They already have it, which is fine. And of course, from that, funnily enough, when the Brothers War came out, we ended up getting Transformer cards as variants. But we've still not had the full set Wizards. The full set. We want the full set proper, and I want Nemesis Prime to look, dark blacky grey, not the purple variant color. Whichever artist did that should be shot.
I was going to say,
should be shot. I'm sorry, it's ridiculous. All right, everybody knows Nemesis Prime is black and grey, and he's evil looking with red lenses. No, let's make him purple. No.
I won't lie, as my favourite colour is purple, I don't hate it quite as much as Jordan does, but I do understand it.
No. I like purple. I've got nothing wrong with purple. Continuity, though. I have problems with continuity, all right? I'm calling you out, Wizards. Get better.
It's on for young and old, mate.
Right.
So, no,
Sorry
but yeah, I get that. Like,
yeah, I had to get that off.
But it was true. So, actually, that's weird. Like, I've actually had a bit of a movie week. Speaking of, I've actually seen the new Transformers, the new Extinction, the new
Rise of
Fast
the
and Furious.
Rise of the Beasts.
Yeah. So yes,
I am looking forward to Rise of the Beasts.
I don't even think. I generally don't think I own any of the Transformer cards, and I wanted them, but I just don't remember what they were in. Was it Machines of Madness?
It was Brothers. The Brothers War was the set that they were in, and I got some. I think I got.
You got a few when you opened all those boxes on your YouTube. When you got like 5 or something.
I got
5 or
5.
6.
There was loads of uncommon variants. I think I got Megatron, Ultra Magnus, and there was another one that was a rare. I remember getting Ultra Magnus because I wanted Optimus Prime. I was like, please give me Optimus Prime. But of course, I got Ultra Magnus. Yay, because he's so cool. You could tell that I really like Transformers because I'm such a dork.
To be fair, I'm not surprised. They were amazing, and they are amazing.
I grew up in the 90s, and of course it was shown. I was getting all the 80s. Even though it came out in 85 in the States, it was just hitting the UK shows in the 90s, and I was just like, oh my god, this show's so cool. Every Saturday, I was glued to the TV. It was every Saturday. It was so good. Anyway. But yeah, so basically, Wizards of the Coast obviously do these big crossover sets. So the Lord of the Rings is their first one. And
Blimey. Or my headphones are playing up.
That's okay. It's all right. We'll work it out. Didn't this happen last time? And you said you were going to swap them out for the next session.
I did. These are another pair.
These are another pair. Oh, okay. But anyway,
yes.
So Wizards of the Coast obviously have done this set, which is great, and tell you what, plays very well, especially if you end up with Nazgul, or yesterday if you end up with the farmer that boosts everything with food tokens. It was ridiculous. But one card they have created is obviously as part of the set is called the One Ring. Obviously it ties in, and Wizards of the Coast are releasing a very special 1 card variant. So there is 1 card out of the entire print run that they're doing. And it's the One Ring. It's full art. It's etched, embossed, and it's
amazing.
It's in the language of Mordor, I believe, as well.
Yes. So it's the same language as the ring was in originally.
Yeah, it does everything. It looks awesome. Now,
and I was going to say, and that being said, though, it has gone bananas. Like this thing here has to be probably the best marketing that Wizards of the Coast could have ever done for a set.
Definitely.
I don't know if we're going to see it heaps more because I don't think it's not going to have that same gravitas.
No,
but this has made people go bananas.
Yes, because for those of you who aren't involved in Magic, there is a very niche set of people who are collectors. They don't, most people generally play the game, they're just playing the game. Then there's the guys who want to do the eternal stuff, fine. And then there's this really core group who are obsessed with collecting. And again, fine. I'm part of collector. I collect sealed booster packs, I'm about to say I've got like, out of every booster pack ever created, I think I've got like, my spreadsheet said I'm up to 65% now of all booster packs ever. Yes, so I'm a bit of a collector, and I will admit it, hands up. But with this, when they announced the One Ring card, things have started. I mean, it got announced, and there was jokes about prices being thrown out here, there, and everywhere, and it was fine, because it was not real yet. And up until and then we've obviously mentioned it once or twice the last couple of podcast episodes. Where did you hear about ex NFL player who runs a gaming store now? He's offering 100k, or then he increased it to 500k, and he's like, oh yeah, okay, that's pretty good. And then there was a store in Europe that was like, we're offering
in Spain, I think it was.
We're offering no. There was another store in America. That was it. Who offered $1 million?
Oh, that was Dave and Adams. I think it was.
And he was offering a slam million. And it was like, wow, okay, right. I'm starting to consider if I pull this card, it's up there possibly for a sale. I will be honest.
Oh man, and then, I think even 500k for me personally, 500k would pay off my house, and I'd be happy as a pig in shit.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up,
most definitely. I mean, yeah, it's hard to deny not having that card sold, but I think on the Friday, I think you told me on Friday while I was obviously streaming.
Yeah, it was.
There's a store in Spain who've announced that they will pay €2 million, which is equivalent to like $2.1 million.
Yeah.
Which is a bit of a step up from $1 billion. Let's be honest. It's just insane. This has gone a bit doolally now. And to be fair, I mean, we talked about, what would you do if you pulled it? And we kind of, and I kind of obviously said that if I ever won the lottery, I'm that guy who's not telling a soul. Quiet, and because you can always collect your money anonymously. Obviously they verify you and all that jazz. But I'm like, do you want your name published? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I am being anonymous the entire time. Great, fab.
Yeah, 100%.
Now this card is getting up there to this level. It's like, I kind of want to be noted that I pulled it, but I don't want people knowing I pulled it until I've sold it, because God forbid.
No, 100%. It's bizarre though, because people are going insane for it. Like, this is huge. Like, this is beyond anything that we've ever seen in Magic. Like, obviously you've got cards from the original 9, which they call the Power 9 that are ridiculous. Like, I think there was the most expensive card that sold, I think that's signed by the artist for like, I think it was like 5.1 mil or something like that.
So the Power 9 is a set of 9 cards from the first ever set of Magic, which is called Alpha. Those, if you get all of them together, is roughly can be anywhere between $700,000 and $900,000. So but that's 9 cards, and so obviously you can get each piece one, and they're worth individually quite a lot, sort of thing, But it's ridiculous anyway that people actually some people play decks with these cards, and it's like, why are these not like enclosed in glass somewhere, and put safely? But anyway, so that's by the by. But yeah, so there is a hardcore group of collectors, and they've all got a bit mad. So the way we're going to do this episode is obviously we've got 2 boosters. Des is going to open his pack first. And then we're going to discuss the main topic, which is our other tie-ins. Oh yeah, I know. I've got some sleeves on standby.
Yeah, I got some hard cases and some penny sleeves.
I might just grab my hard cases while you quickly get yourself set up. But anyway, let's definitely.
It's kind of weird because for anybody out there listening, this is kind of money that would change a lot of people's life, and it's for a single card. And to be fair, I think they said the chances of opening it, I think you're more likely to be hit by lightning twice in your lifetime than opening this card. So who knows? We'll see what happens.
Who knows indeed. Right, Okay. I can't find my normal hard case. I've got this one, so I'll be fine.
Okay.
Right.
So we're going to open this bad boy. So it is sealed for anybody watching because we have had rumors that it may have been found in Brazil, but it hasn't actually been.
There's no confirmation yet.
Hasn't actually been confirmed, so you can hear it split. This is bought on yesterday. If I can, I can never open these things.
Or you can open it carefully, Des.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, mate, this is more precious than a newborn baby. Unless I don't get it, then it's just pieces of cardboard.
Of course it is.
I'm trying, guys, to opening it on stream, but it's hard to open it in the best times. Oh god. Yeah, on the best of times because I'm just uncoordinated as hell.
He's also nervous. He's shaking. There we go.
I'm not even. It's not even nervous. I just can't. I can. Like, even when I do, like, if anybody's watched any of my YouTube videos, when it comes to opening these packs, I always suck at them. But the collector's ones just seem more. Well, you can actually hear it opening. Okay. Bloody hell. Come on, you stupid thing. So one thing's for sure.
Yep.
I do have.
Okay.
Is it Smith? If I can get it.
Right, so we've got a smoke token. So the collector's boosters, ladies and gentlemen, we get more rares and full.
Oh, so
full
does it go this way?
Yes, it will go that way.
Okay, so let's go that way.
Okay.
So we've got the Karura Kai.
Yep.
We got some kind of Wizards rockets. I'm going to go.
Wizards box of rockets. Yep.
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 Something else.
Something else we don't care about. Yeah, no. I'm waiting until we get to the good card.
Okay. Is this just jank?
This is just the jank at the moment. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we're still in the right uncommon. Yeah, we can go. So this is another uncommon. Okay.
Oh,
I do love that. That is pretty plains. I like that.
I do love. I do love. I
do love the map.
Okay, so that's the first one. The ring goes south. It's called. So I don't know if that's a good card.
Which one was that one? Sorry.
That was the ring goes south.
Oh yeah, it's not good, but it can get you a load of lands, which is quite good, right?
Okay, can we get this to focus?
Yeah. Oh, no idea who that is. You have to tell me.
It is Labrina Sackville Baggins, I'm going to say.
Okay. Oh, that's not Frodo. Yeah, Bilbo's mother.
Are these coming through backwards?
Ever so slight on my one they are, but it's fine. It's okay. That's it. We can Editor Jordan can do something.
No. Okay, we have the Seeing Stone.
Ooh.
Okay, and get this to focus.
All right, we'll get
Come
there.
on, babe.
Oh, that's one of the commander cards. That one. It's got the special commander symbol on it, so that's quite good.
Okay, so that's kind of cool. Oh, we got Frodo.
Ooh, this is the Moria style. I call it the Moria style art, but yeah, that's interesting. The tapestry style.
We have Samwise because we can't have Frodo without Samwise.
No, you can't have Frodo without Sam. Everybody knows that.
We have the Wizards. I think this is what is it? Wizards Rockets again.
Oh yeah.
And the full art fancy.
Nice.
So I don't think we're getting a ring. Knights of Dor.
Okay.
Doramana, we're gonna say. Come on.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay. Ooh, Frodo. Oh, that's the
Frodo again.
That's the Frodo. That's your full. Yeah, that was your full art. That was it.
No, looks like foil. we don't. Derek's not making.
Derek's not making bank, ladies and gentlemen. Okay.
So.
Okay.
That's unfortunate, but that's also the nerves are over.
Yep. So that is Des has not won the lotto on that one, and probably has
lost. Now it's all up to Jordan.
Jordan. Doubt it.
Don't actually, fuck it up. Don't disappoint our fans.
If I pull it because I'm based in New Zealand and the One Ring is in New Zealand. How good?
That would be funny.
How good
actually.
Would that be? Anyway, that's right.
That being said, though, I've got this weird theory that because collector's editions are released now, and these can only be found in collector's editions, and also gift boxes that have a collector's pack, I've just got this weird, uneasy feeling that it's going to be pulled from a collector's pack. I reckon they're going to get all these sales now.
Yeah. You mean a gift box?
And then,
you mean it was going to be pulled from a gift box?
gift box, yeah. And I reckon someone's going to pull it from a gift box. That's just a feeling I get.
I mean, I would like to say that because obviously all the cards get printed at the same time. Logically, to me, the one card has been printed in the American presses, not in because there's 3 spots where they print them. One's in America, one's in France, I think, and then the other one's in Japan or China somewhere. So there's 3 plants. Personally, Wizards of the Coast are probably going to put it in
America because they can
So you probably need an American collector booster to guarantee the odds. But then again, if they were to announce that, then all the other ones wouldn't sell. So they kind of, I mean, I don't know how I don't know how they would do it. Whether it gets printed by the one in America and then top-notch security guy from Thing takes it to a different plant, possibly.
Yeah,
but then again,
I don't know. Like
again,
I've got this weird. I'd be shocked.
I said to you, I think the best way for Wizards should have done it, or if they have done it this way, it would be impressive, is that it should be a card that tells you that you've got it, and you've got to contact Wizards to redeem it, i.e., so they can get it out to you properly, so it won't be damaged in any way, shape, or form. Obviously, I assume that if it was to be damaged, they'll just straight up replace it. But then there's a not. Yeah. But if you were to pull a damaged one, that's probably going to be worth even more.
Oh, can you imagine? Can you imagine getting it and it's misprinted?
If it's misprinted, honestly, if the One Ring was misprinted, it honestly, it then realistically will sell for what you could probably dictate whatever price you wanted. It would be not even jokingly. It would be ridiculous.
It's just ridiculous.
But yeah.
That's all right. Well, I got a few cool cards. I think, like I got Samwise. I got a cool Plains.
Yeah, no.
I don't know if they're worth any money, but like a thing. But I do think it's funny that I literally got Samwise and Frodo in the exact same thing, one after the other, and then got Wizards Rocket a second time, and then got Frodo again.
Come on, the full art version of Wizards Rockets look really good.
I won't lie.
It does look good. It does look good. I'm very excited about that. But yeah. Right, so what we're going to discuss, obviously we're going to open my pack towards the end of the episode. So we're ending with a bang. You all got to stick around to watch it. It's going to be good. This is going to be the one episode you really want to watch. Just for facial reactions, people. Right, so what we're going to discuss about in the meantime is we're discussing like all the crossover brands that we think would actually be really good for Wizards of the Coast to maybe try and bring in to get more people into the franchise. So far they've obviously done officially, properly, they have done Warhammer 40k, which was only done as a commander set. Not happy about that, Wizards. Like, seriously? Come on. It could have been a full set on its own. It was so good.
Yeah, I know. I still want to see. I still want to see the 40k one.
Yeah,
I want to see that as a proper one.
Yeah, 40k as a proper full set would be so good. They've obviously done Lord of the Rings, and the only other official one that's been done as a proper full set it's coming up, which is Doctor Who, sort of thing.
Which is what?
Doctor Who.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're doing Doctor Who. That's the official first Beyond the Universe crossovers. That's the first official one. Because obviously they'd already done the Lord of the Rings thing before when they announced it, and they were like, oh, well, technically this is the first one, but it's not. So the first Beyond the Universe is Doctor Who, which is coming up, which is going to be interesting. I assume they're going to print all the Doctors, individual versions of each individual version of the Doctor, which will be, because obviously they're all been seen now, especially with the War Doctor and everything. So that'll be interesting because they're all very different characters. That'll be quite interesting.
Is there enough there to do it though?
Doctor Who? Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Doctor Who. Yes.
Like I know there's like 7 different or like 13 different Doctor Who's and stuff. But is there
Who's, all the races? If you think about all the different races, all the different characters we've meeting from those races, like the Face of Bo, you got Captain Jack. You got there's plenty.
Yeah. I must say I'm a massive Torchwood fan, so I'm really
You could even bring the Torchwood universe into it. You got the Cybermen, the old Cybermen, the new Cybermen. There's so much. There's also the Master. There's the other Time Lords as well. So Doctor Who's going to be quite good, I reckon. Sort of thing. It's going to the Whovians. The Whovians are a very passionate bunch of people. sort of thing. God forbid you get anything wrong, wizards. God forbid, please don't get anything wrong.
It is weird too, though, because that's one that weirdly doesn't. I never really got into Doctor Who. Like, it doesn't.
When I was a kid, it was on in Britain, and it was like kind of the reruns of the older who was the first Doctor? It was the guy with the scarf and the leak. I forget his name. Tom something. It'll come back to me. But yeah, so he was my first Doctor, and I remember the episode where the Dalek came out of the Thames. Where they drew. Obviously it was motorized. They drew and it came out of the Thames, and it absolutely terrified me. I had to jump behind the sofa. I was so scared about it, sort of thing. But yeah, so I was in it when they did the reboot with Chris Tarrant. No, it wasn't Chris Tarrant. But yeah,
the reboot with that dude Eccles, or whatever his name was.
That was it, Christopher Eccles. When they did that one, I actually really enjoyed it. I think it was a foolish thing that Christopher Eccles said, "Oh no, I was only ever going to do one season."
Yeah, he was, and that's the thing that annoyed me, because he was literally only going to do it.
We got David Tennant, legit. So it was actually a big upgrade. So we'll happily have it because David Tennant was really good.
Yeah, Dave. I do like David Tennant as an actor, but I did feel like it was a lot when you're kind of like, so you literally did it just to help yourself get some more gigs.
Yes. No, that it was kind of the wrong mentality, I think. But we did get David Tennant out of it. Yeah. Matt Smith was a bit of a downgrade, in my opinion. And
which one was that? Oh, Dan. Yeah, people really liked him.
I liked David Tennant, and then I've watched some of Matt Smith's ones, and I just didn't like it. And then I watched the Jodie Foster one, which wasn't a huge fan of the Jodie Foster one, sort of thing. I sat down. I waited till all the episodes because I like to binge Doctor Who. I like to watch like 4 episodes in a row, sort of thing. So
yeah.
But I watched it and I was like, there's not enough oomph for my liking. But anyway, so that was me, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So it was interesting. So one thing I wanted is,
whoa. No picture for you.
No picture for me. Why no picture for me, Des?
Because Logitech just decided to say, "Screw you, hippie! I'm gonna die."
And it's nope.
Okay.
Editor Jordan, could you just insert the technical difficulties bit?
a random picture of Dez just standing there like this. Okay, I think I'm back.
You are back. Yes. Hello. So what we wanted to discuss is what brands we think they could bring in that might actually drive some more people into the franchise. The first one I thought of, obviously, if I can have my way, I want my full Transformer set. Obviously, that's a given.
Yes.
I didn't even need to mention that. Obviously, to tie in, because in canon, G.I. Joe is in the same universe as Transformers.
Yes.
So,
have you seen the new Transformers?
No, I have not seen the new Transformers.
Okay.
So you be quiet, because I actually want to go see that one. So be quiet.
No. I was just curious because I didn't want to bring anything up from Transformers if you hadn't seen it.
No, I have not seen it, so be quiet. But yeah, so obviously I think Transformers and G.I. Joe would be really interesting. But G.I. Joe obviously is very nostalgic now. It's not really, obviously there's lots of people, but most people who obviously probably in Magic they enjoy G.I. Joe back in the day. But so my first one I was actually thinking of was Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
That would be huge. I've said that before. That I think we actually said that in the actual in like the last podcast I was doing with Food Time, and that is that I genuinely think that we could do a Mighty Morphin Power Ranger one, and it would be
and easily you can have the Zords in as vehicles, and you have the Zords, or you've got to have or you've got to get 5 of them to make the Megazord. You got something like that. We did have that set on Kamigawa that you had to have like these 3 vehicles out, and then you activated them. They became this super mega vehicle, and it was like, yay, it's Morphin time. So they missed a trick, Wizards. You missed a trick with the Kamigawa Neon Dynasty set for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Do you understand? So yeah,
I reckon it'd be a great. I think it'd be a great idea. Like that would be amazing.
My other sort of set I kind of thought of that would be relevant right now, and it probably would drive things, would be Marvel. But I
Yeah.
can't quite pick which franchise in Marvel you would get the most traction out of. Because obviously the Marvel universe is so, there's so many different teams and all this
Yeah.
jazz, and it's kind of like, you don't want to make us a bit of a weak set that hasn't got purpose and is driving stuff. So
It's hard too though, because I think with Marvel too, like, do we want to see, i.e., the movie ones, or do we want to see ones that haven't been there,
I,
or do we open it
I
up
think if you're
for?
gonna do the Marvel, you do the comic universe. So you do the 616
Yeah,
Marvel universe. But of course, it's like, I mean, because to be fair, let's be honest, you could probably do a full set based off the X-Men, the Spider-Man, and another one off the top of my head, probably the Avengers. You could probably easily do a set for each of those because
yeah,
there's enough lore and fluff to sort of bite into everything, and it would really work. Whereas if you were to sort of go, oh, well, here's the crossover of Marvel, it's like, literally, if they announced it, everyone would go, okay, how are you going to cram all of Marvel into a set, into one single? Whereas here's the crossover of Spider-Man. Yes, people will go mental for it because it's like, yes,
yeah.
because obviously with that, there's got to be Venom, there's got to be Carnage, there's got to be the Sinister Six, there's got to be Kingpin. So there's, you can start rattling off like loads of different things. You could even have the different multiversal Spider-Men and stuff like that. That would work as well, sort of thing.
See, I think the problem is with that. I'm not 100% sure whether it would do as big as what a lot of people would think. I generally think that there's a few people that are kind of, like myself included, like I've watched a lot of the Marvel movies
Yeah.
since everything's happened, but I haven't watched a lot of the TV
Yeah,
series.
yeah.
And after the Avengers, for me, I kind of went, yeah, I'm kind of all right. Like, I don't know, like it was just like that for me. That was a great ending to this whole thing. I'm like obviously they wanted to bring in a little bit more, and I get that. And obviously they wanted to cash in on this cash cow, but I'm like it does. I don't know. It kind of lost a bit for me, which
Okay.
is. I know it's kind of bad to say,
It
but
is
I'm
bad to
just
say,
like I
but
felt
it's all
like
right. I still like you as a friend. It's good. It's all right.
yeah, because this at the moment maybe yeah.
No, it's fine.
But it was just it was kind of one of those things where I'm like I kind of get it, but I'm just like I want stuff that would excite me rather than just be like
Okay. So have you thought of any crossovers that would be interesting? Like,
a Fast Family. No, I'm kidding.
please, dear
Yeah.
Lord, no.
He's like, we've already spoken about that. I just don't want to
Dear
hear it.
Lord, no. Oh. But yeah, I mean,
I don't know, like, because there needs to have something with a lot of lore. There needs to have
I
something, I
I did
think.
think of one the other day that might be interesting.
Oh, God. That smile worries me.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I won't lie, that was on my list, but I didn't think there was going
Now,
to be enough.
now,
You know, the other one that I was
what?
thinking down that same
What?
vein? So, Will Smith prior to the slap, Men in Black. Have different agents, different
Ooh.
alien races.
Ooh.
That
That
kind of
could
felt a bit
be.
sameish, but I was just like,
No,
but I
okay.
wasn't entirely sure.
That could work. No, it could work because then you've got a neuralizer. You could have artifact equipment cards, the neuralizer or the guns and stuff. That'd be interesting. Yeah, I mean, Men in Black could work.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I think it could work.
Definitely.
Will it work? I don't
No,
know.
I would say if between Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Men in Black, I think Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles would be a better viability for because it's
Yeah,
got so many more characters and obviously like
yeah,
Krang and battle world
yeah.
and all that jazz.
It's also got a much bigger brand,
Yeah,
I think, and I think that would be good. But I know that one of the ones that I always wanted to see was a World of Warcraft one.
World of Warcraft would be a good
It's a
one.
bit, it's a bit,
Yes.
it's a bit samey, but I think it's
Yeah, I
samey
mean,
enough that it would fit.
I think World of Warcraft could work quite well. I
Yeah,
also thought oh, what was it? Not I can't think of the name of it now. XCOM. XCOM could work
Oh
as
yeah.
well, which is interesting. But yeah, it's I think you can bring the video game when you start going on the video games route. You got to look at well, how much lore is there? Like things like I know like Mass Effect. Obviously, that's got a big following, like a huge
Yeah.
following. But would they come and play a card game? No. You know, World of Warcraft. Yeah, possibly because
You say that, but like for example, there's been a couple of huge board games that have come out, done. What was it? I think it was. I think it's that Tarkov game. There was
Oh
a
yeah.
massive board game that just got released from Siege
Mm-hmm.
6. And I know a lot of friends in like streamers and stuff reached out to me and said, "Are you going to get that? Because I'd love to play it, or I'd love to have the contacts to be able to do that."
Okay.
And yeah, like it did seem to be like enormous, and people did seem to like it. But when you also say Marvel, does that mean also you're going to go the DC, the same kind of thing,
Well, no,
or
because Marvel's superior to DC, and everybody knows that. Does.
I'm not saying anything to that, but like we've got the
Come at
Marvel
me,
Cinematic
people.
Universe,
Come
the
at me.
DC. I think also if you're going to go
Yeah.
that, why not go Star Wars? Got a big
Oh,
franchise.
I tell you what. Funnily enough, I mean, I thought, God, this must be about what 4 or 5 years ago. I think I saw there was this guy on. Was it on Reddit or it was on one of the Facebook groups? He made a full custom set of Star Wars, as
That's cool.
as a hobby for a joke to see what it would like. And he released the thing saying, oh well, the Jedi would be this kind of color pairing, the Empire is that, so he kind of gave you the entire outline, so you could go and print the cards and use it as a cube if you wanted. It was really intriguing. And he made all the legendary
That's cool.
creatures, and he made his own mechanics, but yeah, he had vehicles and stuff like that. Because obviously Star Wars has, iconically, the Millennium Falcon is probably the most well-known vehicle in Star Wars. And
Yeah.
stuff like, but of course, you could get AT-ATs as well and stuff like that. So it was quite interesting. But I certainly think Star Wars would be a really good one to get in, sort of thing. Especially
the other one that
original
could be
trilogy.
cool.
Especially original trilogy. Just dial it in on the original trilogy. Don't look at the rest of it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I don't know because I would love to see some pod races on Magic cards.
This is pod racing. Oh God!
Seriously, you take that
in Ethan Revolt.
you take pod racing out of that first movie, and it was going to be very dry and very boring.
Yeah, of course it was. Pod racing saved that first movie.
Here's a question. Obviously, we don't want her to get any more money because she's just a bigot.
Oh, well,
but what about
yes,
Harry Potter?
Okay, yes. Would Harry Potter? Would Harry Potter make a good set? Yes. However, Wizards have already made their own Harry Potter set.
Yeah, that's the only other thing I was saying, because like you could do a Twilight set or a Harry Potter set. Because I mean, Twilight, you got vampires versus werewolves, which also kind of already been done.
Which is in a
But do we go after some of the books of things that people have done? So not just TV franchise, but book franchise. There's a lot of people there. I generally think that definitely think that Harry Potter could be insane.
Oh no!
Do you think something weird like Playboy or something?
Oh no! I've just thought Magic the Gathering does 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh God! Holy bejesus, Batman!
Sorry.
Jesus Christ! You'd be opening packets like this. Can't play that card. Can't play that card. I'm mulliganing.
I play Domination.
Jesus Christ!
I'm sorry, I couldn't. Literally, my brain.
Well, to be fair though, for anybody watching, remember that Jordan does play D&D at a sex club. So
okay, God forbid. Yeah, of course I do. Oh my God!
So in theory,
hilarious. Oh my God! So my brain just literally came up with that, and I was like, "Don't laugh." And then I had to laugh because I couldn't get past it. Oh,
here's a question: Would you go down the same vein as being like obviously iconic franchises, and going like, for example,
that came out really badly on my end. It sounded like you said iconic ham slices.
Oh no, sorry, no. But like, would you go down the vein of like James Bond, Jurassic Park?
Ooh, James Bond would be good.
Even for example, like the Hunger Games or Shrek.
Shrek could work.
or
Shrek.
Pirates of the
Yeah.
Caribbean, like those
Well,
kind of big
also,
franchises.
then you can start looking at the anime side of things as well, quite happily.
You know which one? You know which one that I would really like, and that's probably actually there's two that I really like. One is purely just for me and for my love of a certain character, and for no other reason. I just want to see a Garfield one, just because I just want to have a lasagna card.
Could you have Garfield with the Peanut Gang?
I don't know. Well, Garfield. It's Garfield and Friends. He's actually got his thing where he's got like.
No, I know. I know it's Garfield and Friends. Yeah, but I don't know if there's enough of Garfield. But you could have like Garfield and Charlie Brown and the Peanut Gang.
Yeah.
You could probably have a few sets put together if they were the same artist. But
yeah, and I think one of the other good ones I think it would be a lot of fun would actually be a Jumanji set based on like the Robin Williams kind of one, but
R.I.P.
they've kind of got all that kind of cool kind of like fantasy style things, and I think I don't know, like it might work. Or do we try to get kids in that are a little bit younger and go down the like How to Train a Dragon style thing, which could be a cool set.
Yeah, How to Train Your Dragon could be a good one because that's got. I mean, not only the films, it's got a massive repository of books. But he's released so many books on that, so that could be interesting.
And I'm going to say, and going down the vein of books as well, you could also do Narnia.
Yeah, you could do. Although we've
haven't
we?
You can have the four kids as different
Hang on, haven't
planeswalkers.
we kind of really had Narnia though? I'm trying to think of the set.
They've had.
What was the set I'm thinking of? Well, kind of the D&D sets of Narnia, basically. The D&D sets. I know the.
Yeah, maybe.
But you know what I mean, sort of thing. It's kind of like, but it could work. Yeah, definitely.
one I think we should have just to honor Jordan's homeland is iconic British cinema. Yeah, baby. Go Austin Powers.
Austin Powers. Imagine the Gathering cross with Austin Powers. That could be.
That would be
Austin
amazing.
Powers has to be a planeswalker, obviously. That's it. That has to be a given, surely, at that point.
I was gonna say, yeah. I want the one of one gold member.
Yeah, baby.
That's what we want. We just want a one of one gold member.
Oh, Dr. Evil would have to be a planeswalker as well. He would. He'd have to be.
That would it'd be hard too though if you happen to own the One Ring and the gold member.
Oh God.
Then you can make the Prince Albert. As soon as you play the Prince Albert, you win automatically.
Oh my God! Right. Anyway, I've just realised how long we've been talking. I think it's time to get to the good.
It's time to open the One Ring. You reckon?
It's time to get the good sauce open. And luckily, my wife has. Seems like how badly you were struggling to get into yours. I messaged my wife quietly and said, "Can you bring me a pair of scissors?"
Pair of scissors.
Yep. Right. Ooh.
See that was smart because I mean I do actually have one more. I won't lie. Okay. I may have bought two because I just thought I would get a better thing. So I think. Hang on. Did we see the One Ring?
No. There we go. Right, got all the cards out now.
I got all the cards.
I think I've messed up the back order ever so slightly, so this is going to get interesting.
Okay, let's have a look. What have we got? I got a giant hawk by the looks of things. Escape from
Orthanc. It's where Gandalf gets away from the Wizard's Tower.
Yeah, I knew where it was from. I just don't know the
Knights
thing.
of Dolam. Yeah, I'll tell you what. We can just quickly.
Oh, actually, I think I got a full art version. You got the full art
version of that. Yeah. We got Cast into the Fire. Cast into the Fire. I'm just gonna get through all these the boring style ones and then Rangers Firebrand.
Okay.
Then that one is Golem's Bite.
Okay.
We got a full art Swamp. We got a full art.
I must say these lands are.
Oh, they are really pretty.
That's why I want to buy the gift pack just for that one land.
And then we got Goldberry, the River Daughter.
Is that mythic?
That is a mythic. No, it's a rare.
Oh.
Rare, sorry, it's a rare. All right, and then we have a full art.
Oh, that's the horn. That's Boromir's horn.
Horn of the Mark.
Ooh, darling.
We have Mirkwood Trapper. This is from the Commander set.
See, the worst thing is the way that you're doing it. If you see the One Ring, all we're going to see is you
running,
like launch off the stream.
I know, it's because I want to announce what the card is, and it's backwards on my camera, so it's hard. Elrond, Lord of Rivendell. I'll show the card first before I look at it. Okay.
Frodo, you got. Oh, I got the full art of that one.
No, it's Frodo, Sauron's Bane. Yeah, yeah. You got the full art version.
Yeah, I got the full art of that one.
I got the Nazgul, cool looking variant. I quite like that. Okay.
That's cool.
Wizard.
You got Wizard of Rock.
Actually, I'm actually quite happy. I quite like that card. Right.
Okay, now let's have a look. The One Ring. Come on, people.
I think it's.
That's Gollum.
It is Gollum, Patient Plotter.
Does that mean that the One Ring's behind Gollum?
I don't know. Hang on. There's 3 cards left.
Okay. Nope. It is Pippin, I think.
Pippin, Guard of the Citadel. Full art foil. This is it. I think this is it. No. Damn. Snarling Warg.
No.
Yeah, I'm the order got messed up at the back, so Pippin was my full art.
Your big ass one.
Yeah, the big ass one.
That's
and then
cool.
Of course I got an Orc army and food. So you got Smorg and I didn't. Right. Cool. So that is that. So no lottery.
That is our lottery tickets that
did
did
retiring
not win.
early, ladies and gentlemen. The podcast will continue.
And I have to continue to pay for my house.
Yes, same here. God damn it. But yes, we want to say a big thank you to all our recent subscribers and followers. Do be advised that you can comment on our Spotify channel. I've realised there is a setting there, and I believe it's now.
Oh, really?
I believe it's now turned on. So people can comment on the thing, and then I can make sure the comments are seen and stuff like that. It notifies me when that happens and stuff like that. So you can comment on our Spotify. You can comment on our YouTube channel. I forgot what literally my brain of thought went out of the thing there. But we want to say a big thank you to all our recent subscribers and followers. Thank you very much. It's all appreciated. If you can interact in any way, shape, or form, it obviously helps with all the algorithms. You can also follow us on our socials at TikTok and Twitter at Dorks Down Under. And we're available on all good podcast apps.
And some really bad ones.
And probably some really bad ones too, but you never know. If you do have an idea that you want us to discuss, please let us know. I'll say happy to take requests. We've already done a couple sort of thing, so it's interesting.
And if you do open the One Ring, we are open to special guests appearing.
We are very open to special guests appearing, especially if they are willing to come on and talk to us two idiots. But
yeah, no, and also just open the One Ring and just let us touch it.
Don't say it like
it's a One Ring. I want to taste it.
But yes.
God.
But yeah, much love, guys. Thank you very much for joining us on this week, episode 20 of Dorks Down Under. Peace out until next week. Thank you.
Laters.